But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey boys, I thought it would be a good idea to make a video to help us learn and become stronger after what happened at the tournament over the weekend. I think we all know that we didn't play well. And knowing how competitive you all are and how much you love soccer, I know you are frustrated, sad, and upset. Before I dive into the video, I want you all to know that losing that game doesn't mean we are no longer an amazing team. Losing that game doesn't mean Jared and I are upset with you. Losing that game doesn't mean that we are going to start losing other games. Losing that game doesn't mean that another team is now the kings of Utah. That is not how soccer works. One loss doesn't define you. Every team loses now and again. The greatest teams in the world occasionally lose games. Think about Argentina losing their opening game of the World Cup in 2022. Then they turned it around to win the whole thing. So I'll say it again. One loss doesn't define you. Before I show clips, let's talk about what happened and why. We had knocked that La Roca team out of many tournaments in the last 2 years. They've never beaten us in a knockout game. We came off 2 recent tournament championships this summer that both came quite easy to us. We sailed through group play of this tournament and annihilated a team that had given us trouble in the past. I believe we came into this championship against La Roca thinking that it was going to be easy. We were too confident. We came in entitled and ready for another championship victory. As a result, we didn't have the right mentality. We didn't have the right passion, intensity, desire, fight, and relentlessness. La Roca did. La Roca came into this game with a huge chip on their shoulders. They were sick of losing to us and likely very upset that a player chose to leave their team to come to ours. They had something to prove. They had something to fight for, and they beat us. They absolutely earned that win. So what do we do from here? Do we quit? Do we feel sad? No, we're not babies, right? We're competitive soccer players. We love the game. We get up and we get back to work. We learn from our failure and we keep moving forward. One loss doesn't define us. In fact, it will only motivate us to be better. This will give us power. This will humble us and force us to work harder and become stronger. So let's take a look at some clips I pulled from the game. In order to learn, I think that the first step is to identify, study, and discuss the areas of the game where we were weak, made mistakes, or where it indicated that we were scared. Then we will talk about the solutions. This way, if we find ourselves in this situation in the future, we will know how to get out of it and how to turn the game in our favor. The biggest problem in this game was our fear. We spoke about this after the game. Our fear was shown through soft challenges, soft passes, panic kicking to nobody, not moving off the ball, inaccurate passes, poor first touches, and worst of all, being quiet. We were not going hard, we were not going fast, and we were not being loud. This was not us. Now let's watch some clips that show those examples. First, let's take a look at bad passes, either inaccurate or soft. Inaccurate here. There was a lot of bad passes in this game. There's another one playing right to red. Bad passes are the result of a lack of focus in that moment. The lack of focus comes from nervousness, fear, anxiety. Another one to red, another one to red, right? Soft pass, under pressure. Another one, another soft pass right there. We can blow by him on the outside and put it in front of the goal. Instead, we pass it to red. Same thing here, all that space to the left. Pass it inside to red. On this one, we could play it underneath of Noah on the right side. Instead, we slow it down. We go for the pass, but it's soft. Red takes it away. This one, we use the wrong foot. Goes right to red. Panic off the kickoff. We were afraid. Now let's look at soft challenges. We get knocked down there. We got knocked down a lot. We got hurt a lot. We cried a lot. That's not us. Guys, we're a physical team. Look, they almost score here because we weren't going hard enough. Great save by Julian, by the way. Another one here. Healy gets knocked down. How often does Healy get knocked down? This wasn't us, guys. We initiate physicality. And they were working harder. They were being more physical than us. That cannot be allowed. It is a result of fear. It is a result of nervousness. Look at this. They just keep coming at us because we're not going in hard enough. Again, soft challenge. They get through. They get through. They get the shot off. We don't clear it. We can do more than this, guys. Let's take a look at kicking the ball to nobody. That's not control. That's not confidence. That's not precision. That's not connecting. We're just kicking it. What are we doing, guys? This is fear. Okay? We're panicking. It comes to us. We're just kicking it. That cannot happen. Receive the ball away from pressure. Get your head up. Find a release of pressure. Find a pass. Boom, boom, boom. We don't do this. This is not us. Watch these clips. Kick it away. Right to red.
Just giving it to red. Find a pass. Hey, play with confidence. Keep the ball.
We can't do this, guys. This is not high-level soccer. This is not the soccer that you normally play. Watch this. Learn from this. Another issue was poor first touches. On this one, Lincoln does a great job to recognize the pressure, open his hips, and switch the ball past him to the other side. But then we lose the momentum right here with the little trip up on the ball. If we explode forward there, we've got a great chance to score. On this one, we play it wide. A little lack of focus, slips under the foot, goes out of bounds. Now they get the ball, they get the throw in. These little moments can make big differences in the game, guys. Another thing we did quite a bit was kick the ball to the keeper. On this one, we have a good attack, but you pass it to the keeper. If you bend it in or you play it a little earlier, that's a goal. Another one, looking to play Mav, you hit it straight to the keeper. It's a little bit much. It's a good idea, but it's a little bit much. And this one, Healy, you're just blasting it. I see that you're looking for Mav, but you just kicked it to the keeper. Another thing that happens when you're nervous, scared, or panicked is you stop trusting your teammates and you start dribbling into pressure, thinking that you have to do it all on your own. We started doing that, and it wasn't very effective. Here's a few clips. There are moments to dribble. There are moments for center backs to dribble. But these weren't them. We were dribbling into pressure, not into space. We weren't creating with these dribbles. We were losing the ball with these dribbles. Let's take a look at some other plays and talk about some other coaching points. On this one, they get a free kick from way in their end. They blast up the field. They've thrown numbers forward, so obviously we need to hit the ball back up the field when it comes to us to eliminate this attack, right? Cohen tries to, but mishits it. It goes straight up in the air. And at this point, we need to just get our body in front of that player so that we can seal him off and get possession of the ball and then play it wide. But instead, we're just kind of kicking our legs at it. We're not sealing him off. He gets a touch in. We finally poke it away. It's not a clear, it's just a poke away. Remy should receive that, but you turn and you chase it. I think he could have received it. They hit it back in. Comes over towards Coop. Coop doesn't get into the challenge quick enough. I think you thought that player was going to get it, so you hesitated. Don't get into this. They get a foot on, and then it's an awkward ball to Healy. He swings and misses, and then Cohen uses the wrong foot and kicks it in the wrong direction. This was an ugly series, guys. We are definitely better than this. This was, again, a lack of focus, a little bit of nervousness, some fear. This wasn't us, and we all know it. Let's take a look at their opening goal. It came from a throw-in, which is frustrating because this is a situation that we can handle. You just man mark, you get to the ball first. Don't give him opportunity. Lincoln, you fell asleep a little bit right here. This player runs past you. At this point, Healy should probably pick him up because Lincoln's chasing. Healy, you have position. You should go with him and stay goal side. But you don't. Lincoln's still chasing. Now we're all going after the ball. 3 of us. Right? This kid makes a touch away from all 3 of you. Now you're all within a foot of each other, which means they have wide open players. Okay, so they make a pass backwards. Ebby, you see it and you start to go back. Lincoln, you come over. Cooper, you pursue. Lincoln, you could have slid. Cooper, you don't commit. You turn your back. Ebby's not close enough. And they get the shot off. Julian, you do get your fingertips to it, but you don't jump quick enough or hit it hard enough to tip it over the goal. I think you were a hair off your line. You probably didn't expect a shot from there, from that angle. It was tough. It goes in. They get the opening goal of the game. This one hurt, guys. It did. But what's the response? Look at our body language right now. We're sad, right? We're not talking. We're not putting our hands like, come on, guys, let's go. Get the ball. Let's get to the half. Let's go score our goal now. Where's the response? It immediately needs to start with the voice. And it doesn't. Look, you guys are all walking, sad. Let's get the ball back to half. We're losing now. That's not the response, boys. You know it. We've talked about it. This is a moment where we could have generated a great attack, but instead they got a great attack. And it's because we didn't utilize the space that was being given to us. This ball comes to Trey. You see Mario come back, which has pulled their center back way up and out of position. Right now we need to hit it over that kid's head down the line or past him down the line because Mario's making a perfect curling run. There's nobody behind this kid. If we just play it over his head or behind, we're in, we're off to the races. Instead, we play inside, they knock it down. I get it, Trey. You're trying to go inside out, outside in, but that's not the situation. The space was behind. They knock it down. They switch it. Remy steps here, which is right, but Dax doesn't drop behind Remy. Dax comes forward, and then they play it behind both of you. They get in behind. They get the shot. I think Julian gets a hand on here to hit it off the post. Great save. They get the follow-up. They rip it off the crossbar. This should have been our attack if we would have utilized the space behind. Instead, they got the counterattack. They almost scored. I picked this clip because it's something that we've covered many times. This mistake shouldn't be happening. So Dax, you're playing the right back and you're way inside and you're way high, right? So Remy pursues this ball. You should drop in behind him in case he misses it. Instead, you're still coming forward. You're coming into the middle and you're leaving a wide open player on the other side of the field. If Remy steps, you drop back and in. If you were 15 yards back, then this wouldn't be a problem. But they switch it behind, over Remy, over you, to a wide open player and get in behind. Outside backs don't press into the middle. The center backs press, the center backs step, and the outside backs drop in behind. We've covered that many times. We can't keep making this mistake. So this could have easily been a goal for us. It's a great attack. Healy stops them from getting out by putting it back into the mix. It goes straight to Maverick. Maverick does a great job at bringing this ball down. He turns to attack to try to beat that player to score, but that player stays in front of him, defends him well. And so Maverick chooses to play it over to Noah, who's made a fantastic run up as an outside back. Such a great run. But right here, look at, is that Ebby on the backside of the goal? We can't shoot this ball here, Noah. Okay, you shoot it, you have no angle, you're not going to score from there. If you pop that over those defenders, we've got Ebby scoring a goal for sure. We actually did it. You did it in one of the previous games of the tournament. Instead of shooting there, you popped it back to Ebby right in the first seconds of that other game, and we scored a goal in the first 15 seconds. So remember, when you have no angle right there, don't shoot it. Put it to the back post. Let's get that goal.
Nice. Now release. Good. Rehab. Good. Now get it back. Hit. Yes. Almost. Guys, it's coming.
That was one of our better attacks in the game. Great job from Ivan here to bring down the ball. I love this little skill check turn. Link to Lincoln. Lincoln, great awareness. First time left foot to Ebby. Ebby does a great job at moving his hips around the ball so they can attack. Good job at beating this player crossing it. The only thing I'd change here, Ivan, I think a one-time shot right there. Boom! Smash that into the goal. Instead, you bring it down. The player gets in front of you. A great layoff to Noah. And then Noah, it misses by just like an inch. This was a good attack. I think a first-time hit there, Ivan. I think you score a goal there. Guys, we could have been doing that all game. I love the fight from Lincoln there. I love the explosion from Ebby here. We could have been doing this the whole game. This is what we're capable of right here. This is what we need to do to that team all day long. But then just when we gained our confidence back, this happened. It's a good shot by a good player. Nothing you could do, Julian. How could we have solved this? The answer is intensity, aggression, initiating physicality. This is a skill player. He's a dribbler. We talked about him before the game. We know what he's going to do. He gets the ball not in a scoring position, dribbles back right here. Get into him. Put your hands on him. Get your body into him. Slide right there. Do something to stop him. He gets the shot off. Beautiful hit. Nothing Julian can do. This one hurt. This was the dagger, guys, right here. This was 30 seconds after we scored. Guys, the show throw is just one option of many options on a throw-in. It can be very effective in the right situation, but this isn't the right situation. They're man-marking both of our players there. They're man-marking Remy. They've got 4 players behind. There's no space in behind to do the show throw for. So we have to adjust. Mario, you should pull away 3 yards and then burst up the line. Santiago, you should step 3 yards one direction and then curl around the player. Remy, you should move 3 yards forward and then pull away and ask for the ball backwards. There's so much more we could be doing, but it requires movement. It requires thinking. We were all just standing there. Noah's left to throw it in, and it goes straight to the other team. At this point of the game, we're running 3 forwards to try to get a goal. When we do this, you cannot have all 3 forwards press on the box. Mario, I was yelling at you to drop off and get between number 10 and number 14. That way you could pursue either one if the ball went there. But instead you're high, you're way up too high. Maverick should be pursuing this ball, forcing it wide, and then you could be back here and you could slide right to cover 10, and Ivan could come up in the middle to cover number 14. Okay? But our forwards are now pressing and our midfielders are not connected. There's a huge gap. There's wide open players. They play it to those players. Ivan finally pursues, finally comes up. Remy has to come up now because Ivan's not coming, right? And now Remy sees that they're going to play wide, so he starts to pull wide. Their player recognizes that, splits us all, And right here, Cohen, this is where I yelled, end it, because that is your only choice. It's 1v1 against their best player, okay? Slide tackle right here. Get a foot to this ball and knock it out, or foul him on a slide tackle. It's not going to be a red card. It would be a yellow card, and it would end the play, and it wouldn't give them a chance to score. That is a moment where you have to end the play. I'm not telling you to hurt him. I'm telling you to get the ball or get the man, but stop the play. You still have that in your head at this point, so you do get the man right there, but you get him from behind. He goes down in the box. Surprisingly, the ref does not call a penalty here. It should have been a penalty. But all of this could have been solved if either our midfielders were connected when the forwards pressed, or as instructed, Mario dropped off and then we could squeeze close kill. It has to be one of those two. But we can't get separated like that, and we have to end plays when we get in those situations. So this is the foul that led to the free kick and the third goal for them. Just a little sloppy defending. I think you're maybe a little tired at this point, but I think you need to do a better job at standing, your ground, getting your body between him and the ball, and defending properly. Instead, you came in awkwardly, a little sloppy. You guys kind of got tripped up. I think he might have gotten a piece of you there, but you both go down, and then this was the mistake. You're on the ground. You have to just get on your feet. You can't play on the ground. Okay, so he gets up, he pokes the ball, and then you are on the ground and you swing and you foul him. That can't happen, Remy. It can't. We have to be smarter than that. It gives him a free kick in a dangerous spot. Let's take a look at the free kick. Julian, your positioning's fine. You're on your line. You're central. Okay. This kid takes a hit and it goes front post. Not sure he was trying to do that, but as it's going front post, Julian, you come over. I think you get a little nervous. I think you think you're going to run into the post. You don't. The ball slips between your arm and the post, and it goes in. So watch it in slow-mo. You come over. You get a little nervous. You pull your hand in front of your face a little bit more than at the ball, and it slips in. So pretty lucky shot for them there to get that third goal. Julian, I understand why that was kind of a scary moment. You thought you were going to run into the post. I think with a little bit more confidence and courage there, you can make that save. Just something to take a look at and to learn. So on this, we had a free kick, and I told Dax to touch it to Remy, and he did, and Remy dribbled, and we were going to try to create from there. And then the ref called it back. At this point, do we still need to do that? No, it changes now. Now there's a player 8 yards in front of the ball, so we don't need to do a touch here. Remy could just play to Ivan or to Healy. It doesn't matter. What I wanted to show here is this skill, this confidence. We play wide to Ivan. Ivan splits the pressure here to Lincoln. Great first touch from Lincoln. Second touch left foot to Remy. Remy first touch over to Healy. Healy in good position, pursues the ball over here, and then plays it out wide to Cooper. This was good. I think maybe that we were down 2 goals. We let go of our fear and we started to play, but it was way too late. This is the very end of the game now. But we could have been doing that all day long. Playing quick, okay? Finding the next pass, keeping the ball. That is what we needed to do the whole game. Overall, after watching these clips, I think you guys can all agree this wasn't us. This wasn't Sparta. We weren't going hard. We weren't going fast. We weren't being loud. We were being soft, slow, quiet, nervous, scared, right? The mentality wasn't right. These big games, mentality, effort, passion, okay, that is the driver on top of your skill and your intelligence to make these games become victories. And we didn't have that. So these were examples that showed you that we didn't have it. So when you start to see these things happening in the game, soft passes, people being quiet, people not going fast, okay, people not being physical, not initiating physicality, right? If we're doing these things, what can you do to change it? It starts with your voice, okay? Be loud is a huge part of this. It's hard to go fast and go hard if you're not being loud, if you're not intense, if you're not living for the game, if you're not playing with passion. And it starts by being loud, by motivating and encouraging those around you. By being loud, it brings that lion out inside of you, right? If you're quiet, you're scared, you're nervous, you're shy, you're afraid. The first thing you can do when you start to notice these things out on the field is to talk to your boys, motivate, encourage, right? Let's go, boys. We got this. Step up. We can do more. Next challenge, next play. Let's go. You guys have to do that on the field. Me and Jared were trying from the sideline, but it wasn't happening. It's on you out on the field to be loud. That's the first thing you need to do. Be loud. Then go hard. Then go fast. Then start playing with skill. Start connecting. Start playing the soccer that you guys can play. It didn't happen in this game. Next time we see these signs, be loud. Okay? That's where it starts. Now I'm going to leave you with some good clips here because you guys had an awesome tournament before this game. You're a wonderful, amazing, fantastic team. I love all of you. I love this team culture. I love coaching alongside Jared. I love all the parents. This team is incredible. Let's keep moving forward. Let's let this make us stronger. And let's go win an HB Cup. Now watch these clips.
Make it ours. Attack.
Yeah. When you're the best, there's a target on your back. Every single play is coming at you to attack, and you consume the pressure as you know the expectation of winning every day to protect your reputation. But there are moments when no matter what you try to do, there's no control of the opponent raining down on you. The storm has hit and it's thrown you from your normal game. You feel the pain and it makes you so afraid, but one loss doesn't define you. One day can only remind you to keep on working if you truly love to play the game, and keep on learning as you're hurting from the pain. One moment doesn't destroy you. In fact, it will only employ you to get back up and go to work a little more. This is one battle of a never-ending war. Even Michael Jordan had some moments when he missed the shot, and Leo Messi missed a penalty that wasn't blocked. Gretzky was the greatest, but I bet you that he lost a game, and Brady never made it to his 8th or 9th reign. If you are measuring success by only victories, then certainly surrendering will be part of your history. Cause stress will take the game and make it anything but fun for you, as playing it is soon to be just something that you used to do. One loss doesn't define you. One day can only remind you to keep on working if you truly love to play the game, and keep on learning as you're hurting from the pain. One moment doesn't destroy you. In fact, it will only employ you to get back up and go to work a little more. This is one battle of a never-ending war. This is one battle of a never-ending war. This is one battle of a never-ending war. Contain the pressure. Allow this moment. Take all the anger. Contain the pressure. Allow this moment. Get up on your feet. Time to bring the heat. You will be a beast when you let it all release. One loss doesn't define you. One day can only remind you to keep on working if you truly love to play the game, and keep on learning as you're hurting from the pain. One moment doesn't destroy you. In fact, it will only employ you to get back up and go to work a little more. This is one battle of a never-ending war. This is one battle of a never-ending war. This is one battle of a never-ending war.
Yeah. Look, I just wanna make a living, I just wanna do it right. I'm just trying to take what isn't given past the oversight. I'm just trying to make a killing, didn't happen overnight. They talk about my name so much, they start to get over. I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Are you driven, are you bold? Can you turn this into something on your own? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it riches, is it gold? Is it something you can find within your soul? I gotta what's the drive you got within you? Where your mind is often sent you. When you broken down about to drown, it's hard to push continue. I can tell you mine is easy when it's packed inside a venue. When I gotta give my all, you know I'm ballin' just like Kemp do. Cause I'm super like them Sonic. Slam a beat, they call me Onyx. Then I hit it like a 3 Ray Allen from the corner pocket. Saving legacies, ain't no way you testing me. Chest to chest, I'm better than the best. They call me MVP. More valuable and potent than the stars you see on TNT, MTV or BET. Man, they gon' remember me. That's cause I am the centerpiece. My point is I'm a shooting star. They try to guard my energy. My power far from small. I'm moving forward. You can't intervene. This ain't just black and white, so earn your stripes just like a referee. I'm not who you pretend to be. I'm grounded and I'm gifted to the day they wanna bury me. That mad I'm moving cleverly. Mad they tryna make me into something that I'll never be. Control my own fate. I'm taking charge of my destiny. Laid the path that's set for me. The 7 deadly sins can never hinder or diminish me. The nouns, words, and verbs are getting coupled with the similes. This is real life. Ain't nobody ever simming me. A different type of entity when confidence is into me. A future goat is what I'm gonna be. The crystal ball is christening me into the day I leave my legacy. Look, I just wanna make a living. I just wanna do it right. I'm just trying to take what isn't